Hello student, consumer behavior in 6th sem of BBA. Today's lecture is attitude and consumer behavior. We come across different people, ideas, things and situations. We may form a negative or a positive view of them in our mind. For example, if I think that junk foods are unhealthy as it has high sugar and fats, it means I have a negative attitude towards junk food consumption. Attitude is an evolution of a thing in terms of liking or disliking, favoring or disfavoring, positive or negative, and pro or anti. Different people can have different attitudes towards the same thing or idea. For example, some people view internet's use for students as a positive thing, as they think that it helps the students in their studies. But some people also view internet's use for students as a negative thing, as they think it wastes a lot of their time in useless activities on the internet. This negative or positive evolution of an object is known as attitude. Similarly, the idea of legalizing abortion is viewed as good by some people, as they think it is way to get rid of the unintended path. But some idea of legalizing abortion is viewed as bad by some people, as they think that the fetus baby has the right to life. As attitudes is a positive or negative evolution of an object. It influences individual's behavior towards that object in a favorable or unfavorable manner. For example, if someone has a negative attitude towards junk food consumption, he will avoid eating junk food and will advise others not to eat. Similarly, if a student has a positive attitude towards the use of internet for studies, he will use internet to read and download study material. So student, you explain the meaning of attitude. Now we look definition of attitude. First, an attitude is a negative or positive evolution of an object which influences humans' behavior towards that object. ये कहना है हॉक का. सेकेंड जो है डेफिनेशन वो मार्टिन ने दी है. एन एटीट्यूड इज ए लर्न predisposition to respond in a favorable or unfavorable manner towards people, an object, an idea, or a situation. After that meaning and definition of attitude, components of attitude. Components of attitude, these are three: cognitive components, affective components, and behavioral components. Psychologists and researchers such as Rosender, Egli, and Holland have given a three components model of attitude. According to this model, an attitude has following three components: cognitive, affective, and behavioral. First, cognitive components. Cognitive components is the seat of formation, ideas, facts and knowledge about an object. पर्टिकुलर किसी भी जब हम कोई भी हमारे दिमाग में उस पर्टिकुलर एस्पेक्ट को लेकर ऑब्जेक्ट को लेकर कोई तर्क होता है, कोई जानकारी होती, कोई फैक्ट्स हमें पता होते हैं, तो वो कॉग्निटिव कंपोनेंट में इंक्लूड होते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल एन ऑरेंज is rich in vitamins. It is good for skin. It has a good taste. This is cognitive component. Second, affective component. This component consists of emotions and feelings towards an object. It can be emotion of liking or disliking, favoring or disfavoring, positive or negative evolution towards the object. For example, I like oranges. Just I like oranges. This is affective components. And third component is behavioral component. It is the tendency to behave towards the object. For example, how the individuals acts towards the object depending upon cognitive facts about the object and affective emotional towards the object components. For example, I eat an orange daily. This is behavioral components. Everything we know about an object or the facts we have about an object is a cognitive component. On the basis of our knowledge about an object, we have emotion of liking or disliking towards the object. These emotions are the affective components. On the basis of our information and emotion towards the object, we act towards the object in a specific way. It's the behavioral component. So you learn about the components of the attitude. Now, characteristics of the attitude. The first characteristics is attitude has an object. An attitude has an object which is liked or disliked, favored or unfavored, or evaluated as negative or positive. The object can be a thing, an idea, a person, or a situation. Then, first characteristic is attitude has an object. Second is attitudes are learnt. Attitude is not an inborn phenomenon. Attitudes are learned through social interactions and experiences. We interact with others, experience many things, and acquire information about things which from our negative or positive attitude towards the thing. Third, next characteristics is attitude are relatively stable phenomenon. An attitude is not a momentary feelings but a long-held view of something. Though attitudes can be changes from time to time, but it is a relatively stable phenomenon which persists for a period of time. Next, attitude are predispositions. An attitude is a predisposition, a prior determinant or learned view of a thing, a tendency to act in a specific way towards a thing. An individual has view which is already formed in his mind. This is attitude are relatively stable phenomenon. Next, Attitude has an emotional component. It has emotional aspect of liking or disliking, favoring or disfavoring, or positive or negative evolution. And last characteristics of attitude is attitude influence human behavior. A positive attitude towards a thing will influence human behavior towards the thing favorably. Similarly, a negative attitude influences human behavior towards a thing unfavorably. For instance, a vegetarian person would avoid eating a beef due to his negative attitude towards beef consumptions. So, these are the characteristics of the attitude. Next, many factors influence the attitude formation. So just okay, student, now our new heading is factors influencing attitude formation. By attitudes we mean the beliefs, feelings and action tendencies of an individual or group of individuals towards object, ideas and people. Factors influencing attitude are beliefs, feelings and action tendencies of an individual or group of individuals towards object, ideas and peoples. Quite often persons and objects or ideas become associated in the minds of individuals, and as a result attitude become multidimensional and complex. Attitudes involve some knowledge of a situation. However, the essential aspect of the attitude is found in the fact that some characteristics, feeling or emotion is experienced, and as we would accordingly expect, some definite tendency to action is associated. Subjectively, then the important factor is the feeling or emotion. So, these are the factors influencing attitude. First is social factors. In social factors, every society has the majority of people who prefer to lead a harmonious life. They try to avoid unnecessary friction of conflicts with people. Naturally, they are inclined to develop positive attitude towards most of the people and issues. Our attitude may facilitate and maintain our relationship with members of positively valued groups. Social roles and social norms can have a strong influence on attitudes. Social roles relate to how people are expected to behave in a particular role or construct. Social norms involve society rules for what behaviors are considered appropriate. So social factors is very important factor, influences attitude formation. Next is direct instruction. Direct instruction. In general, the individuals being conformist are the direction of the attitude of the people. It deems important. Sometimes direct instruction can influence attitude formation. For example, somebody gives information about the usefulness of some fruit. On the basis of this information, we can develop a positive or negative attitude about that fruit. So direct instruction is a main factor, is another main factor. Next is family. The family is the most powerful source for the formation of attitudes. The parent, elder brother or sister, provide information about various things. Attitudes developed by an individual, whether positive or negative, are the result of family influence, which is very powerful and difficult to change. Next, prejudices. An attitude may involve a prejudice in which we prejudice an issue without giving unbiased consideration to all the evidence. Prejudices are preconceived ideas or judgments where one develops some attitudes toward other people, object, etc. If we are prejudiced against a person who is accused of a crime, we may regard him as guilty regardless of the evidence. We can also be prejudiced in favor of something. Personal experiences. In order to be the basis of attitudes, personal experience have left a strong impression. Therefore, the attitude will be more easily formed when personal experience involve emotional factors. In situation involving emotions, appreciation will be more in-depth experience and longer trace. Media. As a means of communication, mass media such as television, radio has a major influence in shaping people's opinions and beliefs. There is new information on something that provides the foundation for the emergence of new cognitive attitude towards it. Educational and religious institution. As a system, educational and religious institutions have a strong influence in shaping attitudes. Why? Because they lay the foundation of understanding and moral concept within the individual. Understanding the good and the bad. The dividing line between something that can and cannot do is obtained from the center of the educational and religious institution. So, educational and religious institution may be a big role in the formation of attitude. Next, physical factors. Clinical psychologists have generally recognized that physical health and vitality are important factors in determining adjustment, and frequently it has been found that malnutrition or diseases or accidents have interfered so seriously with normal development that serious behavioral disturbance have followed. Next and last, economic status and occupations. Our economic and occupational position also contribute to attitude formation. They determine in part our attitude towards unions and management and our belief that certain laws are good or bad. Our socio-economic background influences our present and future attitudes. Attitudes reflect more than just positive or negative evolutions. They include other characteristics such as important, certainly and associated knowledge. Attitudes are important in the study of social psychological because they influence the amount of attention and the type of judgment an individuals may give to a specific subject. Generally, we tend to assume that people behave in accordance with their attitudes. However, social psychologists have found that attitudes and actual behaviors are not always perfectly aligned. So, student, today's lecture we learn about the attitude, meaning, definition, components, and factor influencing attitude formation. Thank you very much.